I've got to make a quick trip out to the old shops. So I thought I'd bring you guys with me. Hi, I am Andy. Thanks so much for stopping by the Merlin's Mountain channel today. Here we go up Merlin's Mountain to find the shops. So in this video we will do a very quick three-carder shortly. First thing I want to do really is apologise to you guys. I keep saying, oh, the videos are back now, everything's good, and then some stupid thing happens and I just can't make any videos for a little while. And I think it's been about a week, maybe a little bit more than that since my last video. I got really sick, and feeling good now. Whoa. Oh, just a minute. There's a great big tree across the lane. There you go, I'm gonna have to do something about that. That's better. Right, let's see if we can actually go somewhere this time. That would be so cool. Here we go. So, not too surprised to see that little tree. Wasn't a big tree, was it? But it's a little tree and it's down. And what's been happening is we're having quite a, not just one drought, but a string of droughts in UK. This is about the 6th heat wave of the year, I think. I've almost given up trying to count them. And not only do we get the heat waves, we're just not getting rain. That's simple. I bought a great big water tank and filled it up because they're going to ban us from using hose pipes soon. So I need that to give the ducks and the chickens a drink, water the garden and fill the duck pond. So I bought this, I think it's like a 300-gallon tank of water. It's all full. But of course the poor trees, there's too many of them. I just can't feed them all. They're absolutely everywhere here. And they're starting to cut their losses and just drop big branches, and you know, the leaves are falling even though it's kind of good 10 weeks until fall. So everything's a fair bit crazy. And another rather crazy thing that's happened is that I think I was telling you guys the last time I was live that I was going to have a Wi-Fi aerial put up so the live streams would go more smoothly. So that cost an arm and a leg, and the guy came yesterday. I pulled myself out of bed because I still wasn't well. Excuse me. And he spent quite a long time walking around the area of the house, and he said that putting an aerial up just would hardly make any difference, and he didn't think it was worth the money, and would I like a refund. So he showed me all his figures, and yeah, it was still less than half a meg upload speed, which is crazy. So that was a bit of a blow. It was a bit of a disappointment, but hey, we've got a beautiful day and everything's good. So very shortly a reading, but I know you guys like to drive through the woods on the mountain with me, so check this out. Village is looking nice today in the sun. very old houses. Houses all the same, but somehow being old houses and the sun shining just, you know, makes a beautiful scene, doesn't it? Well, that's town sorted out. On my way back now, but I'm going to stop filming because this thing keeps falling off the windscreen. So I'll see you back at the ranch and we'll get the cards out. And here we are back at the ranch, and it is actually the next day. This is one of those crazy kind of gastric flu things that you think it's gone and it's great, so you eat something and then whoa, it all starts again. But feeling pretty good today, so let us get stuck into this. The Muse Tarot. I am only going to do a quick 3-1 because I'm kind of lacking strength and stuff. I'm bound to forget important things if I make it too kind of complicated. But trust me, friends, I will not give up on you. Excuse me. And I will not give up on this whole channel thing, which I've been doing for so long. I want to thank you guys for all your support and all your patience if you're still kind of hanging around waiting for me to come up with something after all this time. The Muse Tarot is an absolutely beautiful deck. I really love it. It's by Chris and I don't know if that's one person's name or two persons' names joined together in an interesting way. But let's cut the deck now we've had a shuffle and see what we get. All the suits are kind of just different, have different names to what you might expect, really. Okay, so there's 3 cards for us. Because I'm still quite new to this deck. I'm loving it and I use it a lot, but I'm still quite new to it. I'm going to use the back of this book, which reminds me what the different suits are. Okay, so at this point, we have got card 1, card 2 and card 3. And guys, pick a card if you want to, pick 2 of them, pick all 3, it's entirely up to you. Trust your inner psychic, that's the thing to do. I sometimes say, well, I'd pick all of them if I was you, but I'm not going to say anything like that. This is kind of total free form tarot reading from Merlin's Mountain in West Wales. So have you made your choice, friends? Is it 1, is it 2, is it 3, is it all of them, is it 2 of them? Entirely up to you. Lots of possible combinations there, and we'll see what you actually came up with. So let's turn the first one round, and it is the 6 of materials. We'll hold that up for you to have a good old look at. And the suit of materials is actually the Pentacles. So there's great abundance indicated here if you pick this card. So essentially 6 of Pentacles, and we have actually got 6 roses in the picture. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And whenever I get roses in any deck, whether it's an oracle deck or a tarot deck, as long as I've been a medium, that has indicated a connection to the spirit world. So I'm sure your spirit guides are very close to you if you pick this card. In fact, you know, I'm sure your spirit guides are very close to you, whichever card you pick, because spirit guides are like that. They're closer than we tend to think. You know, we can't see them with our everyday eyes, but they're never far. They know what goes on and they try so hard to guide us. They really do. If only we would listen. That's the thing. So we've moved on from that rather sort of sad 5 of Pentacles, which isn't the happiest of things. And we're actually getting some action again. So really this card represents coming out of a maybe not a terrible time, but a harder time, and things starting to take shape. And we've got these 2 characters mirroring each other. So if we come back to the idea of that spirit world connection, that really is what we're looking at here, friends. One of these people is you, and the other one is your spirit guide, who is absolutely 100% in sync with you. Really, really nice idea, that. Card number 2 is this one. And it's actually going to be this way round. This is the Muse of Voices. And when we get a card this way round in the Muse Tarot, what it actually is essentially the king. It's just not marked as the king, which is no bad thing. Very masculine sort of energy that goes with kings. And this muse idea really frees it up, because when we're into the tarot, when we're into oracle, any kind of reading or divination, we are essentially musing on a thing to try and work it out, to try and find out what is good, what is best. Now, the suit of voices is the suit of swords. So this represents one hell of a dilemma. As you can see, I'll bring it up closer to the camera so you can get a good look at it there. Lots happening here. It is actually very graceful with those two dancers throwing up their skirts and those sort of kites flying as well, which kind of look to me a bit like old torn nylon tights or something. I don't know. But there's, you know, there's a superimposing here of, you know, graceful things, good things, and things that don't look so good and yet can actually fly. Lots of possibilities here. And when you get this King of Swords moment in your life and you just, so much to think about, so much, you know, maybe worry even, and there is a lot of worry going on in the world today, sadly. Just bear in mind that out of all that chaos can come some of the very best kind of smooth sailing, easy times. Because once you've been through this, once you've thought your way through this, you really, really have made a big difference. I've dropped the third one, excuse me. Dropping things everywhere today. 5 of voices, so we're into the pentacles again, and we have actually stepped back a bit. We have got that less happy situation going on with the voices here. This isn't so good. Essentially 5 of swords then, and so lots of thinking going on yet again, and these people just do not look happy. But again, look further up the card. Got this beautiful flower shining out. No, it's not a flower, is it? It's a hand. Sorry, I'm seeing strange things at the moment because of the lack of food. I'm going to try and eat something a bit later, but I did want to get a video out. So it's not a flower, it's a hand, but there are grapes, or are they olives? It's an olive branch, that's what it is. But grapes is a good analogy, you know, it's good nutrition. It's something that's good for you. It's something I should probably eat, actually. So I'm going to take this advice. But the olive branch comes in, you know, and that is what makes all the difference in that 5 of Swords moment. You know, the universe intervenes, a friend intervenes, whatever. It's all sent by the universe. That's always how it works. But great stuff, really. That olive branch is coming in, and that is actually going to get you a lot further through this whole idea of swords and thinking things through and not being able to think of anything. This is what moves you on. That olive branch comes in, and down here, if I come up really close at the bottom, we've got some people meditating there, and that really is the way to draw the universe in to actually assist you with that swordy thinking process going on. So friends, there it is. I've now got a very dry mouth, so I'm going to go and drink some iced water. I'm going to try and eat something, and I look forward to seeing you again in a future video. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Drop a like on this one, leave me a comment, we'll share the journey, and I'll see you again very soon. Promise this time, very soon in a future video. Love and light, blessings and peace.